Oh dear. Oh. Ah, good morning, people of the tube. Oh, what a glorious morning it is this morning. Still a bit of a nip in here, but hey, it's anyway, where are we? Okay, insulation down. The boards can go on next. I'm going to leave one board unaffixed so I can jiggle it about with the gas bottle and the Chinese diesel heater. I'm going to leave the diesel heater where it was. It's already drilled out all this, but I did notice one thing. I'm going to need a bigger collar. This was fitted because it didn't have any insulation down. It was just on top of the board, into the floor and out the bottom. Now because I've got 25mm insulation, a 9mm board, I'm going to need a bigger collar. So they do one on eBay for about 25 quid, I think it is, with a 60, was it 60mm? I think it's 60mm. 60 or 85, I can't remember, but it's something like that anyway. So I can use that, and if need be, if it's 85mm, I have to cut it down a little bit. If it's 60, it should fit no problem. But anyway, so I need that. That will fit on the original. It's exactly the same specifications. I think it's the same company that makes it. So yeah, 200mm. That should fit straight in. So that'll be that problem taken care of. The other problem I was talking about was the gas bottle. I've done a bit of research and it shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to use the original one that I had, or one similar to what I had in the motorhome, which I think was 30 bar. It's just a regulator basically. The EU regulations or European regulations state that the flexible hose cannot be more than 700mm, which is no problem because I think mine's only going to be about 500 maximum. Yeah, should be about 5, 6. Okay, so 7. The cooker that was in already was already jetted for the colour gas bottle, so I'm hoping that will be the same with the gas fill. But I'll cover that, you know, when I get to it. So I think that'll be okay. I'm not now going to use a pod because, as I say, they're custom built. And I think it's going to be too much aggravation, so I'm going to end up probably building a unit myself, which is no problem. Building trade, so yeah. Anyway, it was the gas side. It was the gas side I was more worried about, because obviously one or two things, the killers is gas and electric. So you know, gas is a silent killer. Not so much the gas, but the carbon monoxide side of it. So you don't want any leaks or anything in a van, especially in a van this size. So yeah, ventilation, I'll get that sorted out, and then we'll hook it up and see what happens, see how it goes. If it goes bang. Anyway, right, today's plan. Put the floorboards down apart from the one that I said is going to be left unattached. We'll then put the 3mm, or the battening up for the 3mm boarding, and then we'll look at doing the ceiling. But the main priority today is get the balls down on the floor and get the battening up so I can get the 3mm ply attached to that. So basically I'm on first fix still. So, but you know, hopefully it shouldn't take too long. Famous last words. Right. Anything else I need to say? I think that's about it. Oh, I've got the brackets coming for the bed, which is handy. So now, I didn't know anything about these. These sort of come to me when I was watching a couple of videos. But these are from IKEA, and they're like struts, and they fit on here, and they're adjustable, which is great. So I've got 3 of them, so they will be fixed to the side of the van. The only problem you have with these, you can't, when you buy them, they don't come with the brackets. You've got to buy the bracket. Well, you have to apply. You have to send off for the brackets from the parts department. Well, that is the bracket. I got 6 of them, and it took 3 weeks to arrive. They come from, I think it was Serbia, or somewhere like that anyway. So, you know, if you're going to do this, bear in mind that the brackets will take about 3 to 4 weeks to turn up. So, bit of a pain, but they just arrived. They arrived yesterday. So that is a bonus, because then I can put the bed up once I've got the side walls up and everything. Anyway, cool, let's get on. So let's crack on with today. Oh, yeah. Right, well that's the floorboards down. So, I'll give it a quick brush over and then we'll have a look at getting the battening up. That's, yeah, pleased with that. Bit of a flapping about cutting around the bits of the van, but I did try and use the original floor as a template, but they were just out. So, yeah, so I'll leave this board here so I can put the Chinese diesel heater fittings in and the gas bottle vent or whatever. So far so good. Right, let's crack on with the walls now.
I'm in love with all your lights and your colors. I'm in love with all your nights. But you've kept me far away from my focus, and to my heart I cannot lie. Stars, made of stars, up above, made to fall. Stars, counting stars, and they guide me through the dark. Lonely days left in despair, air is getting heavier, but I do my best to breathe. Dreams of green and filled with bliss, life is so much more than this. So where do you go when nothing's like home? Home, home, perfect, and you're no longer on my mind. Sun, warming sun, and my life's just begun. Sun, under the sun, I'll be fine and you'll be gone. When nothing's like home. To breathe, but I do my best to breathe. Breeze of green and filled with this. Life is so much more than this. So where do you go when nothing's like home? I'm going for the gold. Turning off the cruise control. Take the long way home.
Okay, right. That is all the Kingspan insulation in. Right, what I'm going to do now is I've got the bed frame, which I got from IKEA, waiting to go in, so I'm going to try and fix these brackets to the frame of the van. Once I get them in, I'll make sure it's okay, and then I can start. Well, I've got a bit of a predicament here. I've got the plastic insulation. I've got this stuff. Now I know I've got Kingspan up, but I'm thinking around the lines of putting this in there, and then this over the top to create like a proper vapour barrier. A little bit overkill, but you know, I suppose you can never have too much insulation. Because otherwise when the board goes up there's going to be a massive gap between this and the board. So if I put that in there, because the thermal properties for these are pretty good. Obviously the Kingspan's only 25mm, so I mean it's got the sound deadening insulation on the outer skin of the van, and then this, and then that, and the vapour barrier. That should be more than ample to stop any sort of like I mean, you're going to always get some, you know, you're always going to get a bit of moisture somewhere, but not a lot. So yeah, and with the max fan and the skylight, it should compensate for any condensation. And because I've got the deflectors on the windows at the front, I can always have the window open a little bit. And the thing is, I'm not planning to be in the UK during the coldest months like January and February. I'm going to be planning hopefully to be in, you know, Spain, Morocco or somewhere like that, so I'm not really going to feel the cold as such. But hey, once it's done, you know. So I think that's going to be the plan. Put this in first, on top of that, that over the top, insulate the whole lot with the foil tape, or sorry, stick it down with the foil tape. But before I can do that, I need to get the wiring in. So I've already got I've got 20mm, 22mm I think it is tubing, so I'm going to run that along inside first. The kitchen, all the kitchen stuff is going to be this side, so I can run it from the battery, which is under the front seat, which is handy, up, across and down. And then on this side I'll have a lot of the 12 volt stuff over this side. The bed's going to be at the back, so I'm going to have a few little rocker switches. We have some sort of control panel for everything basically. But anyway, let's get the bed in first and then we'll see how it goes from there. So this is so time consuming, it is unbelievable. Yeah. Obviously I can't do the seating until everything else is done because, well, yeah, no, that'd be the final thing. I want to get the battering in first, and then because I've got cupboards going in, so I can run the battens from along the braces here, and then the ceiling can be done at a later date or afterwards. But it's not going to interfere with anything else. So yeah, next on the agenda is going to be the bed. Get the bed frame in. Get the wiring looms in. It's a bit windy here today. And then the battery, and then we'll take it from there. Right, let's crack on.